Everyone kill it, please. We cannot lose a single halfling. Hello ladies, gentlemen, and of course you avid gamers out there. Welcome, I am Makori Gaming, and this is Stonehearth. I tried recording this earlier on in the day and it did not go well. I had 2 deliveries at the door, drove the dog absolutely barking mad, and now I'm here to try for another attempt. But you didn't need to know all that, did you? Either way, we're starting a new game. This is the Alpha 17, so it's going to be stable. The only problem with Alpha 17 at the moment though is we cannot remove buildings and structures, so really hoping that nothing bugs out while we're playing when it comes to building structures. But we're going to be playing as the Ascendancy in the temperate biome, and we're going to be playing on hard difficulty. Now this is going to be a big problem trying to find a great set of workers. Oh, there's a 666 there. Devil child. Okay, so this may actually take a little while trying to find a decent team. Looking for good minds and 1 or 2 good soldiers. Okay, so we found a good team. We have a 6 mind here, a 5 mind, a 5 mind, a 5 mind. We have a 5 and 4 for a body and spirit, so that's a soldier right there. A 6 mind and a 5 and 6 for a soldier right there as well. One of the things we're going to start off with... Oh, wait, no, that's a good point. All this good, strong mind, what am I going to do for food? Because I ain't really got a halfling for... who's got crap stats to become a farmer. No, don't worry, we're going to turn one of our 5s into a farmer. That way, when they get to level 2, we can make a cook and they can progress really well with the cook stats. We're going to start off with also trying to get a herbalist, so we're going to have wooden sword and a herbalist staff. I think we're ready to embark. Straight away, I like the idea of starting in this flat terrain area. Oh, excuse me right there, I just had a violent sneeze. Note to self, edit that out. I feel like another one's coming on. Right, hold it back, hold it back. Ah, hold it back. And begin. Okay, so there we go. Excuse out there, but I feel like we're going to settle near this lake. Good, nice, big forests around there. So, I have a theme for this series, and it's going to help me learn a couple things that I'm not very familiar with in Stonehearth. One is building that in big open areas, defending that location as well. So we're going to be thinking about a wall or some kind of perimeter, and it's also going to work on my building, so it makes it look a lot more aesthetically pleasing. So, without further ado, the theme of this episode, cue drum roll, is Viking. That's right, I'm going to have like huts and mead hall and stuff like that, so we're going to see how that works out. I'm not very too familiar with Viking architecture apart from the huts, so wonder how that's going to be. Either way, we're not going to get past huts for this episode anyway, so I have chance to do some research on Viking agriculture and I mean architecture. Okay, but here's a big problem. I did not think of a name. Okay, Viking. To be honest, the only Vikings I'm familiar with are in How to Train Your Dragon. And that's the village of Bark. The Great. Let's just do that. Great Viking Vale. That'll do. It's not very Vikingish, but I came very, very unprepared for this, guys, as you could probably tell. But let's think. Who to make into what? First of all, pause. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Who shall we choose? Okay, Twyla is obviously one of our soldiers, and so is Sam. Twyla is better though, so we'll make her the first soldier. You look like a carpenter anyway. I quite like the look of you. I'll have you become the farmer. Actually, can I have you become the farmer? And I want you to become our herbalist, because I would like the look of you as cleric later on with all the silver hair. You look like an aged, wizened old monk. So there we go. Let's make a little bit of a stockpile. Put everything in there. Good news is we start in a nice resource gathering location right here. So we got berry bushes. Loads of trees. We're going to chop them down. And I feel maybe now's the time to start working on our first hut. Now, I have got a couple of huts available already. So this is the kind of hut we'll be having. And I'm going to show you all how to make a hut like this. But before I can do that, I do want to level up the carpenter so he's a nice decent level by making a bunch of stuff we don't really need. And that way we have him leveled up and a lot more availability to the items we can put in the hut and on the hut itself. And because of that, I will come back when I've finished leveling up the carpenter. Okay, so we're back with a higher leveled carpenter, and you've probably noticed some things have changed. We now have a little bit of a farm coming up and been designed there. Little farmers going on, getting... He needs to bring that out a bit. Yeah, he's not finished. Pick up the pace. I've moved some flowers over to the berry bushes. I moved the berry bushes that were up here down here as well. So now we've got some nice clear area around here to start constructing some huts, which is what we're going to be doing right now. So, building. Design building. Go into the foundations, and I'm just going to choose a nice standard pattern for the wood. I wish they came out with some more, because like stone has 3, stone only wood only has 1, but clay doesn't have any at all. So maybe we should just not complain. Right, I'm kind of thinking how to picture this village. I would like a collection of huts, and then maybe a big hut to have like a dining hall, or bigger huts for shops, and that way like they can have a area where they can actually sleep in as well. Or a 2-story hut. That would be quite nice. Right, so let's think. A nice little hut. We can build a simple one here. So, get started off, we're going to have a bit of a bigger hut than what I showed you guys last time. So 13 by 13. So we're going to come around and make these sides open up a little bit more. go for a more circle-shaped look. By 5, that looks more like a circle. Now there's a reason why I'm not doing like that bit there, and that's because we want a door to go there. Wooden wall, and we'll take Cocoa Brown as a nice way to have that. Lovely. That is a bigger hut than what I had before. Now, in terms of furniture, I'd say we have a nice little bed at the back. We're going to put a door at the front. Let's have a look in terms of... Oh, we can have a nice little dresser one side of the bed. And there's a reason why I kind of got these items out and while I'm kind of furnishing the hut is because it brings up our net worth so much quicker. But we need a place to eat, so bring that there and a nice chair to go into the table. It's wonderful. You can do the same for the desk. Actually, I don't like the look of the desk being there. Okay, that is facing the right direction. Nice little chair going there. Could have some like space for storage, I guess. So this here could easily be a workshop, I guess, for the carpenter. And we can have one of the smaller huts that I have pre-made be for the farmer, the workers, and maybe even just the soldiers, because the soldiers may just have a big building themselves, which could be kind of like a barracks. I think that's everything we're going to end up putting into this hut for now. I could go ahead and put like the carpenter's workbench and the carpenter's tool bench right now, but I'd rather not, because I do want to save this design, but we need some windows. I like to put the windows quite low down in these huts, because from what I found out when I was messing around and coming up with the design idea for the huts is these little wooden wall lanterns. They look better when they've got one block space above them, because then the thatched roof over the top doesn't completely overshadow them. So let's kind of get some lanterns on here. That one's too low down. I do want the carpenter's sign there. Oh, actually no, let's have it right on top of the door. There we go, it's looking pretty already. What do I do for that side? In the middle? Yep. And these lanterns will help increase net worth itself. So I'm quite happy with the way that looks. Now for the roof. So north, south, east and west are all going to have the slope. And that there just looks nice. Although I will take that down to 3. 3 looks good. Or 2? Let's have a look from this angle. Yeah, 3 looks best, so we're going to stick with 3. And what I guess I'll do is, because where I've already got one that's saved as hut, I'm going to have this as a large. If I could spell. Large hut, there we go. And we're going to build one of them. We're also going to save the template as large hut. Did that work? Yep, large hut has worked. Now, one thing I will do at another point is delete some of my previous designs from much earlier games. And that way we can only have the designs that are going to be in this series. And the other hut is basically just a smaller version of that. Instead of having 13 by 13 square, you just start by a 9 by 9 square, so it's much smaller. Going to speed up the time a little bit. Grab some more wood from the forest. Bit nervous at the moment because I don't know when we're going to be attacked, so it'd probably be a good idea to have another sword be made and 2 shields. See if I can bump them up in the queue a little bit. Is that possible? Okay, so he's going to make the table. Now he's making the sword and the shields. Now, I do have some hopes for this series. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a better idea on the mechanics of the game. And with Alpha 18 currently being out on the latest dev build, we are looking at having Alpha 18 around the corner, maybe by the time this series finishes. So that would be a nice thing if we can finish this series and then have an Alpha 18 to jump straight into and go for maybe a different theme. If my building skills get much better, who knows, it could be something like Japanese, Chinese, maybe more of a Roman building. Oh, Roman would actually be really nice because you can really go to town on pillars. And looking at the way the tree trunks are, you can do a big building and have pillars that are very similar to the way these tree trunks are made. But yeah, as we can see here, the hut is being built quite nicely. The scaffolding is really simple on this design as well. It just goes all the way around the outside. I've never really seen them do a scaffold on the inside. So we need more food, and look at our net worth already. Alright, that's 1/2 building right there, and we haven't even got all the furniture down. We are definitely going to get another halfling on the next day if we have enough food. And I believe we would, because I can gather some more from these bushes when they're ready. Which looks like it's just about to be now. Waiting for that last one. There we go. And of course the farmer himself is now collecting more food, so definitely going to have another halfling by the next daily update. Oh, we have some fine wall lanterns right there. Now, in Alpha 18, I've already seen one thing. There is new fine items for the carpenter, and when I mean that, I mean you can get fine wide window frames where the little bits in the corner here and here are actually like gold, and that's the same for doors, the chairs, the dressers, and all that other kind of stuff. All of it becomes like fine. I really wasn't expecting fine doors and windows to be added into the mix. And I must say, that's when I've done my experimentation on the Viking build, and having a hut with fine windows, fine doors, it really did add a bit of class to it. Who knows, maybe when Alpha 18 gets to a much more stable bit into further on in the game, I'll make another save of this series, and we can try experimenting some stuff in Alpha 18. So I'm going to come back when the hut is finally finished and constructed, and you guys can see what it'll look like in its final form. Okay, we're back very quickly because we are under our first invasion. Let's have a look at our enemy. So one of our foot soldiers already running off. Two-Face. Hearthlings! That's right. Let's have a look how this plays out. Going very well so far. They stand no chance, although they have done a bit of damage to Twyla right here. Also guys, if you really want to get involved in Stonehearth, come up with some name ideas. I mean, I'll show you the roster right as soon as this ending dies. So these are all the citizens, okay? I want some Viking names for them, or some Viking Sandish names. Sandish? I mean sounding names, okay? So anything that sounds kind of Viking-y. So if you want, say, like, let's do Sanin Nonak. If you want his name to be changed, put in the comment section below Sanin Nonak, and then maybe do something like a hyphen or something, and then have the recommendation for the name afterwards, something like Oleg or whatever is Vikingish. I have no clue, and I really could use your help, guys. So remember to put that in the comments section below, what kind of character you would like to be changed for that for another name. If you have the name changed, it does equal a shout out in the video, so there is a reason to do that as well. I am giving you guys a bit of a motivation there. Although, you are my viewers, you don't need motivation. But the hut is coming along nicely, and as I said last time, we'll be back when the hut is fully constructed. Okay guys, we are back, and we are in big trouble. That's right, I did say trouble. We have a Varanus right on our doorstep. And everything was going well. We had one hut fully built, and I started constructing a healer's hut, and right after that was going to be built, I was going to have a hut for the Weaver. But I don't know if that's all going to be possible, because this is a monster that could kill all our Hearthlings right now. So what we're going to have to do is enable everyone to be in the militia. Come on everyone, enroll. And sound the town alarm. Now everyone was going to help. Everyone kill it, please. We cannot lose a single Hearthling. Although I would say we did actually gain one. His name is Cecil Pounder. Very nice stats on him. 5 mind and 4 on body and spirit, and we are definitely going to win. Oh, poor Varanus, you just got dogpiled. Absolutely beautiful, and we are back to making the healer's hut. So there's a good reason why I have the healer's hut here tucked away behind the carpenters and what's about to be the weaver's hut, which is going to be a large hut. The storage for plants. Now, plants are herbs and fiber. That's right. And you have no way of choosing one or the other. They're both together. So having both huts by each other and having a large supply of storage in the weaver's hut for plants would mean my healer won't have to go all the way across the map to get supplies from the weaver's workshop and bring them all the way back just to make potions. This way they'd only have to walk a small distance just to be able to get to the other hut. And I've found out what the distance is. I like the way this works, so I might have another hut on this side, a small mason or something along them lines. Or it could be the first villager hut where it's going to have nothing but a bed and some furniture for a worker. I'm not too sure yet. I don't know I have really no idea on how this village is going to look. I know this looks a bit cramped and a bit too tight, and I don't really think I want all the huts to be too closed in. I just like the way this works so far. I may have some other huts scattered around on the outside now. I will have a look about having this stockpile moved over to the other side. I want to build a big hut here that's going to be a mead hall, and then maybe a little tiny hut off to the side for the cook. That way all the food is not being transported in too far an area as well. Either way, there's a lot to think about and a lot to still construct. A lot of our halflings are still sleeping on the floor. That's only because we've got 2 beds available right now between 8 people. Either way, we're going to be constructing a lot more, and I will see you all again when the next hut is finished. Okay, so that's all 3 huts finished building now. And now, oh my god, that looks absolutely wonderful where it's all lit up. That could very well be the thumbnail right there. That's a good thumbnail. Just them walking through with some logs. Yes, definitely a good thumbnail right there. But let's forget about the thumbnail for the moment. I don't know if you guys have got this problem, but at the moment I have no audio for Stonehearth in my headset. I don't know if that also means that the video at the moment has no audio, so if you hear no audio, don't worry. We're on the last part anyway. The episode will be finishing up shortly. But I do want to finish off the Weaver's Hut before we end this episode. So we're going to be looking at pausing the game first of all so we don't get any surprises. Oh yeah, why I talk about surprises? There was 2 Varanus that attacked me off camera. Managed to kill him, of course, and we gained another halfling as well by the name of Seabert Ember. 4 mind, 4 spirit, and 1 body, so we don't know what I'm going to do with him yet. But let's go back to the Weaver's Hut. First of all, put down that loom. Then we put the spindle down as well. The workbench, I think I'll have... yeah, in this corner here could do. Actually, can we move that? No, we can't at the moment. So I guess I'll just set up the crates to be kind of similar to this design right here. So, crates, put one there, and on the other side it was like this. I could, but that spindle's kind of in the way now. Well, it's no problem, we can easily just have a little row of crates like that, and there we go. So that's the Weaver's hut fully complete. Let's just watch him put in the stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to put not plants in there, we're going to have thread, cloth and leather. And in these crates we will have plants. Very, very simple. And there we go, guys. That's a wrap for this episode. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit that like button. It really does help out me and the channel. If you want to stay up to date on brand new content from yours truly, hit that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. I hope you all liked Stonehearth, and the next episode you'll be seeing after this will be an XCOM 2 video. I will be going back to it, and I'm going to have to start alternating between the two. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all over at XCOM. Goodbye. Biggest threats, we're going to get rid of him right now. Beautiful.
You know that was good.